I'm reading a very interesting book written by Eric Metaxas. He is taking on the role of prophet in this book. The title is, of course, Letter to the American Church. By prophet, I am talking about one who gives a warning, a servant of God who's giving out a warning about the decline. And the warning is to wake up from your slumber and turn. How is he doing this? Well, he's not doing it by giving a list of diatribes. He's doing it in a very interesting fashion. Eric is comparing the current American church with the church in Germany in 1932. Yes, he is saying that our current situation is very much like that. How can this be? How can the American Christianity be in such a sorry state? Oh, you'll find out. In Germany, in fact, that's where the action takes place. We're introduced to a gentleman named Bonhoeffer. He is the German preacher who spoke up and spoke against the Nazis back in 1931, 1932. He saw the danger of what was coming, and he sought to warn the German church to wake up, sound familiar, and alerted them to the danger, but no one listened. And Eric goes on to explain some of the serious problems that happened. And interestingly enough, in Germany, there was a blending of church and state. There was such a blending. It was like they were comfortable. They enjoyed the status quo, and nobody took heed to the danger or saw what it was. There were other serious problems that came along right in with that. Nobody wanted to rock the boat. Not good. Everyone took to the idea, oh, well, I have faith, that's enough. And never connected with the fact that you need to take action. Now you might think, well, hey, yeah, that was Germany. It was heading into a state of decay. They gone from worshiping Christ to worshiping Luther, all that. That can't be here. Don't bet on it. America had been on a slow decline, and it even got worse when LBJ proposed an amendment which prohibited the church from acting in the area of politics. Kind of the thing that the church had been doing long before. But now, oh no. Oh, we can't tamper with that sacred cow, the tax exemption. Oh no. And there were other problems too. And that's what Eric was trying to wake the church up. That we have been on a decline for a while, and it's been culminated to the fact that we aren't really aware of the danger of what's happening around us. And it's sad, and it's true. Now, I'm not going to sound like, oh, wow, Eric woke me up. No. Actually, more like, oh, thanks for joining, Eric. Guess what? I know about some of this stuff, not in full detail, but some of this back in the 90s. I actually had to tell an evangelical Christian that, hey, if Christians do not get involved in politics, get involved in what's going on in society, we are opening the door for the devil. I would not have called myself a prophet then. I was just stating the obvious. Oh, no, Christian. And that kind of nonsense turned me on. And I would hear that later on. This piety of saying, that had caused problem back then. In fact, I kind of felt isolated. Of course, what I found out from Eric is, no, I wasn't the only one. There were others, Chuck Colson, others who warned and gave the warning cry saying, hey, wake up! And back, others have been saying this even before that. Even Dr. People have been giving prophetic warning, even though they would not call themselves prophet, and told us that, hey, there's a serious problem. In a lot of ways, though Eric didn't mention it, it's like the church in America has kind of fallen under the imagery of Gondor. Yes, I'm referring to the city of Gondor in Lord of the Rings. They got so cozy with the past. They got so comfortable with it. It never occurred to them that there was a serious problem, and that if they didn't make the changes or do something, they were going to find themselves overthrown by a greater enemy. Oh yeah, and by the way, it turns out Gondor is actually is also a very real city. It's in Ethiopia. And they had a very similar problem. But that's what it is. We do need to wake up. And there's probably a lot more detail because Eric is going into some of the problem where there's like overcorrection in some of the things that were done. I suspect the pious movement was kind of an overreaction, overcorrection to some of the things happening. And misunderstanding of some of the stuff others reformers had intended, but oh boy. Yes, I would recommend this book that you take the time to read. For some, like me, just going to say, okay, well, I kind of already know this, Eric, but thanks for the extra detail. And others are going to go, wow, I didn't think it was this bad. And there is a clear parallel, some clear parallel. I think Eric's desire was to say, hey, look at what happened to this church back in 1932. And what happened to them with the slow decline and how they just chose not to get involved with society and help those in need. This is what happened to them. It went, wah, 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 kind of like that. Let's not repeat that mistake. Let's get up, wake up, and get involved. All right? Eric's book isn't the only one giving the warning. There have been others. In a way, as scary as it might be, you could say Jonathan Cahn's book was meant to scare the crap out of us and to wake us up to say, oh my God, we gotta move. That you could say that. Oh God. But let us awaken and turn to the Lord and to ask Him for guidance and direction of what to do and how to deal with this thing. I'm glad for the wake up, but we need, as Eric did point out clearly, we do need to turn to the Lord. We do need to get the full counsel of God and what to do and how to deal with it. No, not all of us are called to be pastors, but a lot of us are able to do something. Perhaps it is sharing what's going on and the things that we observe. For others, it's teaching. I don't know. I do know that I wanted to go into a lot more of a rant or whatever on this whole issue because Eric really got me fired up. However, I wanted to stay focused on the book, and there really is a lot to unpack. uh, in fact, I really wanted to dive into Alexa Tocqueville and others. But instead, I may just say that for a different video or article. All right. Hey, I do want to thank you for your time. Hope you have a blessed day. Hope you enjoy. And see you when I see ya.